Hello and a very warm welcome to our coverage of this second leg FIFA World Cup 22 qualifying tie between Lesotho and Ethiopia. The Lesotho Stadium in Maseru is the venue for the second leg. This tie very well poised after a goalless draw in the first leg. That was at the Bahir Dar National Stadium in Ethiopia. It was a game of very few chances. The closest either side came to scoring was when Ahmed Rashid of Ethiopia almost scored an own goal in the 40th minute. He was saved by the post. At the other end, Gatuch Panom flashed a shot wide, but there wasn't a lot in it, and the Crocodiles of Lesotho, with home advantage in the second leg, will fancy their chances against the once champions of Africa. Ethiopia were continental champions in 1962. They've never been to the World Cup. Lesotho, well, they're trying to build something under their South African coach Thabo Senong. He used to be in charge of South Africa's under-20s. Lesotho have never qualified for either the World Cup or the Africa Cup of Nations. They have a chance this afternoon to get through to the group stage of African qualifying. There will be 10 groups of 4 nations, and then the 10 group winners will be drawn into 5 home and away ties, with the winners of each tie advancing to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Lesotho ranked 40th on the continent when the draw was made for this tie. Ethiopia 44th on the continent. The nations ranked 1 to 26 going directly into the group phase. The teams coming out onto the field of the Lesotho Stadium, a 20,000 capacity venue. 0-0 after the first leg, and big things expected from the home crowd of Thabo Senong's team. Lesotho have made 2 changes to the team that began the first leg. Ethiopia have made 3. We'll look at the team news in greater detail in just a second. We're not far away from the national anthems now, and as is tradition, the first anthem will be that of the visitors today. That means Ethiopia. Pre-match presentations taking place. This stadium was renovated and enlarged in 2010-2011. This is a massive fixture. A lot of entertaining first leg ties. This is the start of the second legs in African qualifying. The captain of Ethiopia is Bekele, wearing the number 18 shirt. Today's match officials are from Congo. And captaining Lesotho is Bazia Makepe, the number 3. Not a cloud in the sky at the Lesotho Stadium. Thabo Senong would have been the happier coach after the first leg in Bahir Dar. His stated aim when he took over was to get through to the group stage, to give his players more international fixtures guaranteed. Senong took South Africa to 2 under-20 World Cups. He was appointed just last month. Now, the Ethiopian national anthem.
Stand for the national anthem of Ethiopia.
And we move on to the national anthem of the home nation, Lesotho. Well, a powerful rendition of the national anthem of Lesotho, and a remarkable fly past too, to delight the crowd in today at the Setsoto Stadium. 0-0 after the first leg between Lesotho and Ethiopia. Bekele and Makepe, the two captains, motivating their respective sides. A place in the group stage of African qualifying for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar is what's at stake here. Thabo Senong has made two changes to the team that began the first leg as Lerotoli and Bareng come in. So 9 of the 11 that began the first leg retained by Thabo Senong. Abraham Mebratu, the Ethiopian coach, has made 3 changes. Lesotho posing for the traditional pre-match photo, the two captains coming together for the toss. Sibakaba Lazard of Congo is today's referee. Mvutu Nkunku there. The swapping of the pennants has been completed. A huddle for the officials too before kickoff here. Ethiopia then showing 3 changes. Tura, Sharifa and Tefese come in. Akuri, Kasim and Yusuf drop out as Mebratu chases a place in the group stage. Cloudless skies for Lesotho against Ethiopia, the second leg, with a place in the group stage at stake after a goalless draw in the first leg in the Bahir Dar National Stadium. The Warriors of Ethiopia did not create much at all in that game. Gatush Panom's miss about as close as they came. Lesotho almost won that encounter as Ahmed Rashid of Ethiopia struck his own post before half-time. Ethiopia it is who will kick off the second leg of this tie. They were held to a goalless draw at Bahia Dar National Stadium by Lesotho. Extra time and penalties if required today. Lesotho were closest to a winner in the first leg when Ahmed Rashid of Ethiopia hit his own post before half-time. There weren't many chances at all. A lot of pressure on both nations with that carrot of a place in the second round of African qualifying to get into one of those 10 groups of 4, joining the 26 top-ranked nations on the continent. The 10 group winners will then go into 5 home and away playoff ties in order to determine the 5 African nations that qualify for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Bareng brought into the Lesotho side today and earning a free kick, which he's going to take himself. Bareng. Oh, and it's caught the goalkeeper unawares. Tasu was really unconvincing there, and fortunate that the ball did not lodge itself in the back of the net. It looked innocuous enough as Shorelo Bareng swung it in, and I think the keeper has collided with the post. He looks in some pain. Under 2 minutes on the clock and already a scare for Ethiopia. It was a very awkward bounce, and then following up was Basia Makepe, the home captain. He got wedged against the post, did the keeper Tasu. The ball stayed out and he was brave. Will he be able to continue though? Anyakulu Lealem Bihanu is the goalkeeper on the bench for the visitors. Makepe also requiring some attention after this incident. He couldn't bundle the ball in after Tasu's block. Well, that's almost more drama in the first 2 minutes here than we had in the entire 90 in the first leg. Ethiopia trying to build from the back. It is a playing surface that suits passing football. Tura brought into the side today. They really are keeping it on the carpet here. Gebre Michael advancing down the left, and his progress is halted by Makepe. The throw in by Tura. It comes back Tura's way. It was too tight there as he tried to pass to Gebre Michael. Brasatunsa will take the throw for Lesotho. Flicked on by Bareng. Tura seeing a lot of the ball. Some crisp passes from the visiting side, but Mebratu's men not always finding their intended target. A little bit of skill in midfield from Lesotho, and that excited the crowd, but Ethiopia soon regaining possession. Tapped out by Makepe. The long throw, good battle there. Oh, and there's contact inside the area, and there was a foul on Lerotoli. Tefesek was trying to put himself about for Ethiopia. The number 9 with the flick on. I think Gebre Michael was both offside and fouling Lerotoli there. Neat football from Ethiopia again. Gabriel Michael asking too much of Tefese, and off his line is Lishaba Tabiso. Tabiso, the goalkeeper, the long punt downfield. By Sharefa, another of the players brought in by Mibratu today. By the number 10 is Belai. Panom had a decent chance in the first leg. Sharefa. Ethiopia are playing very good football until they get just beyond the centre circle. Lesotho with a more direct style, and they were trying to get a runner in behind. It was Seturamane, the number 17, who has taken up a really good position down the left-hand side. Bekele, a famous name in Ethiopian sporting circles, of course. Lesotho content to stand off the Ethiopian defence. Ethiopia getting frustrated with the lack of options there. Lesotho will see that as success, forcing Bai to go long. Tabiso didn't catch that the way he wanted to, but no harm done. Headed out of play by Seturamane. Rashid, who's about to take the throw, was the player who hit his own post in the first leg. It was a real heart-in-mouth moment for him and for his nation. Taken short by Bai. Predominantly local-based squad for Ethiopia. Lesotho, they're trying to get more players playing in the top division in South Africa, and Tabo Senong says that ultimately he'd like some Lesotho players to be playing in Europe. Tura. Tamene. Bai. Lesotho blocking off Ethiopia's passing options, but conceding the free kick there. Lofted into the penalty box, and he wasn't far away from connecting with that, Gabriel Michael. The goalkeeper then was Balked by Bekele. Oh, good first touch. Slightly overhit the through ball. It was a great idea trying to release Kalake. That's the threat that Lesotho possess. Compared to Ethiopia, they knock it about faster. They go for the jugular. Another decent ball in and well headed away by Tura. Might fall to be hit though. Barang plays it wide instead. Rasatunsa, chance to hit one on the turn. And he was off balance as he struck that was Tabanso. Decent ball in, not dealt with by the Ethiopian defence. Tabanso actually had a little bit more time than he realised as Bay was standing off him. Tabanso doing the chasing. No foul, says the referee from Congo. Makepe. From back to front from Makepe. Makepe. Oh, lovely first touch again, but the second not matching it. Setrumane. Well, when he took over the job, Senong said that Lesotho possessed technically good players, and they're showing that already. Hasty with the second touch at times. That's the only criticism you'd have. Tura. Ethiopia making 5 to 10 meters there. It's an Ethiopian corner by Gabriel Michael. Bekele taking on the captain's responsibility. It will be Bekele to take the corner. And he takes it short. Well, that's wasted by Ethiopia. Free kick against Setrumane. Ethiopia starting to enjoy some sustained territory, but they've passed it back into their own half here. Now they take it in turn to go long. Oh, given away. That was woeful from Lesotho. It was a sloppy pass by Lebokalane. And that's not clever play from Bekele to get caught offside. There's no way that ball could have been played any earlier. Lebokalane slow on the ball again. One to hit for Gabriel Michael. Oh, and it's tipped onto the post by the keeper. Tabiso saving his team only just. Well, it was Lesotho who hit the post in the first leg. Gabriel Michael nearly giving Ethiopia the lead in the second. This game opening up now. And Tura knocks it to touch. It all stemmed from Lebakalane giving the ball away. Fine first touch by Michael. And the shot across the keeper, who I'm pretty certain did get a touch onto it. Otherwise, it was lodging in the far corner of the net. The flick to no one by Tafese. An excited buzz around the Lesotho Stadium. They know just how close Lesotho were to falling behind. Saved by Tabiso. Jumping together there with Tafese and Lerotoli. The ball in play again now. Ethiopia dominating possession. Tura, the captain Bekele, flitting across the field to good effect now. Tafese, Tura, well forward, the right back. Oh, they're losing the ball very cheaply in midfield, and fortunately for Lesotho, Coetle was there. And they're going to have a free kick for the foul on Tabanso. Rasatunsa. Neatly chested off to Kalake. Two Ethiopians he's up against. And the ball won back by one of them, Tamene. Well, it's hit the referee. And it's come back Lesotho's way. The referee is part of play. Makepe likes that diagonal ball. The volley cross. Oh, can he turn on this? No. It wouldn't sit for Sethu Imane. Nearly 20 minutes gone, and Ethiopia have been the better side. Lesotho threatened early with the Bahrain free kick, which saw Tasu in a tangle. Since then, Ethiopia have looked the more fluent side, and they struck the post through Michael in the 15th minute. Long bye-bye. We haven't seen a lot of Belay yet, the number 10. Good use of the body there from Coetle. Decent balance from Bahrain. They have men in the box, do Lesotho. Oh, it's a weak cross, and it's been picked off by Panom. Michael has options. He elects to check back. Now does use the overlapping run from Tura. Sharifa, the captain Bekele, back to Sharifa. Gabriel Michael being pursued by Rasen Tunce all the way back into his own half. The centre half, Rasen Tunce, getting back into position. Tameni. Now it's Suivez. It was goalless in the first leg. It is goalless in the second after 20 minutes. A reminder that extra time and penalties are a possibility. Away goals do count double. In two-legged ties, 0-0 away from home is not seen as good a result as it used to be. Panom, the tall midfielder. Tura. Gabriel Michael. They are composed on the ball, are Ethiopia. Some neat triangles. Tameni. Swept wide by Bekele to Balai. Has options either side. The offside flag up against Rashid, though, who'd covered a lot of ground to overlap, and the ball to him was played too late. Look at the pace from Rashid. Well beyond Makepe by the time the ball came. Ethiopia starting to win more of the 50-50s when the ball is launched forwards like that by Lesotho. Suivez to Tura. Gabriel Michael. Given away to Bekele. And then lost in turn by Tefese. A scrappy 5 minutes or so in this game as Tabanso had made the forward run there for Lesotho. Free kick to Lesotho in midfield. Came off the arm there of the Ethiopian man, Panom. Neatly hooked towards the box. Oh, I just wondered for a second whether Tuolane could have taken the shot on there for Lesotho. Lesotho it is, who have a free kick about 25 metres out. That for the foul on Kalake. Ethiopia surrounding the referee, unhappy with the award, but it's a decent position for a strike at Tasu's goal. Well, he did go to ground and it wasn't totally controlled, Tamene. The Ethiopians had had the benefit of that replay. I don't think they could have had any complaints about the award. Referee saying wait for the whistle. Bareng fancies it, Kalake is there too. Tasu has already shown vulnerability from range. It's Kalake, it clips off the wall and it's going to be a Lesotho corner. Klomfo Kalake there, taking it on. Bareng with the corner there, flicked on. Well, it's come through, now up to the back post. And there was a significant height advantage for Panom as he went up with Tabanso. Panom quick to react to the threat. He left Makepe to deal with that ball beyond the back post. Played short this time by Lesotho. Appeals for handballers. Rasatunsa sent in the cross. Better control from Bareng there, and he'd been able to have driven towards the box. Panom. Bekele. Good skills from Belay. The step overs from Belay. Decent low ball too, and Tefese had a swing at it and fouled his man. Makepe stuck tight to him. The front man brought in for the second leg. Tabiso has only had one significant shot to deal with. And he tipped Gabriel Michael's attempt onto the post. Like in the first leg, very few chances. Just sense a little bit of frustration in the home crowd. They'd like to see a touch more urgency from Tabo Senong's team. Ethiopia continuing to see far more of the ball. Tamene, Dubai. Belay has to head back towards the halfway line. Panom. Sharifa for Bekele. Tura. That free kick was always going to come as Tuolane ran in. Sharifa. Free kick conceded for handball. Lesotho not happy with the decision. Ethiopia building more down the left in recent minutes as Belai's got into the game. He has very good balance, does Belai. The lines of Lesotho are very close together. The defence in the midfield making it hard to find space. Ethiopia playing in front of them. Gabriel Michael, we know he's got a good shot on him, tries a wicked cross. Belai was the closest to Tabiso's goal there. The cross not accurate enough. Tabiso. Makepe. Crossfield by Lebokolane. Who can come up with the inspiration to break the deadlock, not only this afternoon, but in this tie? A goal yet to be scored in more than 120 minutes of play between Lesotho and Ethiopia. Bareng. Rasatunce's throw. Well, Lesotho for once had committed a number of men forward, and had Bekele's control been better, Ethiopia had an opportunity to counter. Tefesi. Decent ball in, and it's a wild shot. So wild, in fact, from Tuolane. Tamene. Makepe. Neatly plucked out of the sky. Oh, the shot hits the Ethiopian defender. The danger not entirely cleared yet. It was Tabanso's shot that struck Sharifa at some pace. Gabriel Michael trying to hold it up for Bekele. Rashid being hemmed in. Some rare pressing from Lesotho. Bareng. This is better from Lesotho. Bareng tries the glory ball. And it will be a corner by turning it behind at full stretch. Dangerous ball in from Bareng. To be taken by Kalake, this corner. 5 white shirts in the box to aim for. Headed away by Temene. The goalkeeper, Tassu, countering in the Tabanso cross at the second attempt. In fact, this cross was played in by Seta Mane, sorry. Showing no lingering after effects of that second-minute scare when he collided with his own post, trying to deal with a Bareng free kick. It's a scare now for Temene, and treatment is going to be called on for him. This break in play allows us to take stock of the first half. No major chances since Gabriel Michael hit the post on 15 minutes. An excellent angled attempt was tipped onto the post by Lechaba Tabiso. Tassu in the Ethiopian goal made a very nervous start, but Lesotho unable to put him under any sort of pressure since then. The tie remains goalless. Beautiful sunny skies, but quite windy inside the Lesotho Stadium, as you can see from the flag. Tefese. Gabriel Michael. Rashid. Tura had slotted in at centre half while Temene was getting the attention. Temene now waved back onto the field. Belay. Smart turn by Kalake. Bekele in conversation with Belay as Ethiopia try to make the breakthrough. Well, despite the lack of chances, you have to say that neither coach has sent out his team to play for the 0-0, to play for extra time. That might change as we get into the latter stages of the second half if it still remains goalless overall. Rasatunsa. Bareng. It's an Ethiopian free kick. Rashid in with the challenge, and that could have gone Lesotho's way. Challenge there on Toalane. Bekele. Gabriel Michael. To Bekele again. Tabise. Trying to use his strength is Tabanso. He is powerful. In comes the cross from Seteramane. Not a bad one either towards the penalty spot, but dealt with by Ethiopia, who have given it away through Tafasi. Lesotho could do with some more creativity from their central midfield. Lebokalane has looked ponderous on the ball for much of the first half. Bareng a little livelier. That's upish. The bounce was misjudged by Rasatunsa. Now Panom for Ethiopia. Passes to Rashid. Lesotho continuing to get men back behind the ball. A reminder that when the draw was made for these two-legged ties, Lesotho were the higher-ranked nation in Africa and the world, above Ethiopia. Pretty evenly matched, though, both in the rankings and on the field. They can't be separated. Well, that's a good bit of skill from Seteramane. And there's a player free in the middle. Seteramane going all the way himself. He needed to play that earlier, and he's being told that in no uncertain terms by his teammate, who was free at the far post. Belay. Bekele. Now Shirefe. Panom. Tura. Viso decided he had to get that away quickly. Seteramane here didn't look up, had only one thing on his mind. Had to cross that to the far post. Tura. The last minute of normal time in the first half at the Lesotho Stadium. Ethiopia hit the post on 15 minutes through Gabriel Michael. The tie remains goalless. Rashid. A single minute is what's been signalled there. 4 minutes have gone up on our screen. 1 minute, says the fourth official. That seems more realistic. Bye. Which of these two nations will take a chance? Here's this tie, destined to go all the way to extra time and penalties. Referee checks his watch. Only seconds remaining in the first period. Tura. Good flick on. It's going to come back to Tefese, who mishits the shot. Gabriel Michael in so much space if he'd gone for the pass. The half-time whistle has been blown. Lesotho 0, Ethiopia 0. The closest anyone came in the first half was Gabriel Michael on 15 minutes. His angled shot tipped onto the post by Tabiso. Lesotho have created very little, and it's still 0-0 in the tie. A lack of creativity and spark in the final third from both teams. Some neat build-up play from Ethiopia. Lesotho playing more direct football. It's about desire, and it's about having no fear when it comes back for the second half. Nil-nil between Lesotho and Ethiopia at the half. Welcome back to our coverage of Lesotho against Ethiopia. It is the second leg of this first round of African qualifying for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. 0-0 in the first leg, 0-0 after 45 minutes here. If it stays like that through to the final whistle, then we will be heading for extra time and potentially penalties. Away goals do count double. The closest anybody's come today was when that man, Lechaba Tabiso, tipped a Gabriel Michael shot onto the post after 15 minutes. I didn't note down any more chances beyond that in the first half. The only other noteworthy incident took place very early. Bahrain's free kick saw Jamal Tassio in a horrible tangle. He ended up colliding with the post, but the ball stayed out as the Lesotho captain Makepe followed up. Will someone take a chance in this second half? A goal will drastically change this tie, no matter who scores it. Makepe looking calm ahead of Lesotho kicking off the second half. Nil-nil after 135 minutes of this two-legged tie. Two very closely matched teams. Ethiopia with more of the ball and a touch more threat in the first half without managing to make the breakthrough. The throw down the line, it was looking for Setiramane. Doesn't look like any half-time changes made by Thabo Senong, the Lesotho coach, or Abraham Mebratu, the Ethiopian boss. One back by Lesotho, high up the field. Headed backwards to Tolani. Immediately surrounded by Ethiopian players. And here's Bekele, the visiting captain. Gabriel Michael. Panom. Bilai loves a step over. What about the end product? Decent ball, oh, and it's been volleyed over the crossbar. The hit was by Haida Sharefa, one of the players brought into the side today. That's a bright start to the second half from Ethiopia. It was a tricky height for Sharefa. Now Lesotho on the attack, not a good ball. He was looking for Koetle. Tafasik. Rashid. Rashid just stepping onto the running track before launching the throw. On the turn, oh, it was hit by Tafese. Good block by Lesotho. Bareng. Will be a Lesotho throw. Can they find more fluency in this second period? Coetley. Lebukolani. Long from Lebukolani. He's lacked accuracy in his passing this afternoon. The shadow gradually making its way across the pitch as we go deeper into the afternoon. Sharifa. Rashid. Bai. Helped on by Bekele. A lot of neat football from Ethiopia in this sort of part of the pitch, and now they need to try and find some acceleration and something good in the final third. Belai doing well on the right-hand side. It's an own goal, and Ethiopia are in front in the tie. I'm pretty sure that that came off the defender rather than off Tafese. It's Belai who is being congratulated for his wing wizardry. Well, since switching over to the right, he has been fantastic. The beating of the Lesotho defence every time. And the own goal has been scored by Lerotoli. Lesotho almost took a 1-0 win in Ethiopia when Ethiopia were close to scoring an own goal through Rashid. Now Abraham Mibratu's team are in front because of that Nkau Lerotoli own goal. Belai outstanding down the right-hand side. Belai didn't see much of the ball in the first 20 minutes or so. He grew into the first half, and since being switched to the other wing, he has been brilliant. And now Lesotho will have to come out and play. Ethiopia have their away goal, and it's just been nodded wide of the post by Tabanso. From a neutral's perspective, a goal, the best thing that could have happened to this match. Lesotho now needing to score twice as Ethiopia have their away goal. I wonder if Tabo Senong will think about some attacking changes now that his team are chasing the game. Lesotho's World Cup adventure in danger of being a very short one. The second ball on the pitch there. Play will restart with the Coetley throw for Lesotho. He's been forced to take it from the right position. Punted forward on the volley. Oh, that's rugby style from Tabanso. Almost reaching the stand. Well behind the goal, beyond the running track. Bai. That's a foul. Just over 20 metres out from goal. Tabanso brought down. And it's going to be the first yellow card of the encounter. Yellow for Tamene. Kalake and Bareng having a look at this. Seturamane as well. Tassu lining up his wall. The very tall Panom is in there. Bekele's not far enough back. Now he is. Seturamane takes a deflection and it's in. Lesotho equalise. Seturamane. And Lesotho can dream again. Delight in Setsoto Stadium. It took a big deflection, giving the goalkeeper no chance as it wrong-footed him. Lesotho will believe again now. One more goal they need. Changes being made by Lesotho. Motebang to come on. Toalane is going off. And also coming on is Masrabi and Koto. And the other player to be withdrawn is about to be shown to the crowd, and it's going to be the goal scorer. It's going to be Seturamane. So his last act was to equalise on the day. If it stays at 1-1, Ethiopia will still go through on the away goals rule. Panom. Well, the Ethiopian lead there lasting under 5 minutes. The onus is still on Lesotho to attack. The chance here, oh, and it's been hit wide and over by Bareng. It was teed up in fine fashion for the midfielder. Good ball across and the layoff to Bareng. Could not get over it. Oh, so much more excitement since half-time. Big pump by Tasic. Well, Lesotho, they know they have to get another. For Ethiopia, it's a long time to just think about defending. Panom. Loose from Bekele. The long throw down the line by Lesotho. Well, since going behind, they've been galvanised. A totally different team. Kalake's cross. Too much on that one. Far more intensity to the Lesotho play. Goal kicks don't have to clear the area anymore under the amendments to the laws of the game. Handled by Rasatunsa. Long from Ethiopia. The substitute and Koto into the action. Their hold-up play is improving. Motabang, the other substitute. Tabo Senon going for it as he has to. Both Makepe and Tefese going to ground. The Ethiopian coming out of it worse. Let's have another look at the Ethiopian goal. Wonderful from Belai out wide. And it was turned into his own net by Leratoli. And then the equaliser, the deflected free kick by Sethra Mane. Well, it's an Ethiopian ball. It was rather quiet in the first half. It's definitely not now at Lesotho Stadium. Bekele. Touched off to Gabriel Michael. He's got a good shot on him. Gabriel Michael, oh, a lack of composure from the forward. Got it to the outside very nicely. Skied the attempt. Gabriel Michael to Tafese. Forceful from Makepe. Lesotho 1, Ethiopia 1. 25 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Who will go through to the group stage? At the moment, it's Ethiopia by dint of the away goals rule. Bekele. The long ball by Lesotho. Sharefa. Ethiopia haven't made any substitutions yet. Lesotho have made 2. Belay. Belay being more closely watched since the Ethiopian goal. That's good football. Montebang. By Montebang trying to win it back for Lesotho. It's Panom in midfield for the visitors. Touched back his way by Bekele. Bekele knitting play. Has Belay to his right. Ethiopia sitting quite deep now. The cross is a decent one. The cross swung over by Tabanso. And losing his footing there is Tafese. Panom. Gabriel Michael dropping deep to get onto the ball. Limping out of that challenge was Sharefa. Good little bit of skill there from Rashid, and now Sharefa again. Nice weight on the pass into Bekele, but he can't find a way through. It's one for Montebang to chase. Doing the defending is By. He gives it away. Kalake. Oh, lost by Lebokolane, whose passing has not been good enough today. Tura. Panom. Touched off by Tafese. Bekele. Tafese didn't turn quick enough, and the ball was overhit in any case, and quite nicely covered by Rasatunsa. Tabiso feeling his right ankle. A halt in play. Now on comes the Lesotho physio. Coming over to the sideline to get some instructions is Quetley. Abraham Mabratu still looks fairly calm. Prolonged spell of treatment for Tabiso. This will mean time added on at the end of the game, then to get Tabiso's boot back on. Belai down the right and into his own net from Lerotoli. Then Setiraman's deflected free kick, wrong footing Tassiu. 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes. 1-1 on the day, 1-1 on aggregate, and as it stands, Ethiopia set to advance on away goals. Tura. Panom. Yeah, definitely a foul by the captain, Makepe. Bit stop-start at the moment, this game. It's Mesfin Tafese on the floor after the Basia Makepe challenge. And yellow for Makepe, the first player from Lesotho to have had his name taken. Temene, the only Ethiopian to have been carded.
Substitution,
Ethiopia with a change.
Going in jersey number 21, Hamza.
Mujib Kasim to come on, and that's the last we'll see of Tefesi. Kasim started the first leg, lost his place to Tefesi for this one. Kasim will have about 20 minutes or so. Ethiopia with a free kick in a decent position out wide on the right. They won't overcommit forward, as it stands, they're going through. Taken by the captain, Bekele, taken low. That wasn't the best delivery from Bekele. Long by Lesotho, it's one to chase on this synthetic surface. Hooked in by Nkoto, oh, and nearly a real defensive mix-up involving Rashid as Motebang looked to pounce. Into the danger area again, on what a save that is to deny Nkoto. Brilliant from Jamal Tassiu. That was a magnificently well-directed header by Nkoto. Great leap and an equally good save. Rashid is still struggling. Well, Nkoto's aerial threat giving Lesotho another option. In comes the corner. Oh, and it's off the bar. Headed off the bar by Lerotoli, who scored the own goal that put Ethiopia in front. A remarkable minute of play. Oh, Lesotho will not be able to believe the score is still level. Casual from Tassiu as he leans against the post. He may have saved from Nkoto, but he was well beaten there by Lerotoli. Agony for Lesotho. Kalake to take the next corner. Into the near post. Lots of appeals. Lesotho hoping that there was an Ethiopian hand in there. They've got another corner. Kalake to take again. Kalake, well played. Oh, and headed narrowly wide of the post. Coetley this time. Three chances in 3 minutes. Ethiopia's marking not good enough from the set pieces. It's going to be a very long 15 minutes for Jamal Tassiu and his teammates if they continue to defend like that. Hooked away by Rasatunsa. Lesotho looking purposeful. Down the line by Nkoto for Motebang. He did manage to keep it in play. The referee waving play on. Defenders don't like running back towards their own goal, but Rasatunsa has done well there. And they're winning everything in the air through Nkoto now. There's the miss kick, but no consequence. The home crowd doing their bit to try to help out Lesotho. An aimless punt from Ethiopia, and the pressure will come piling back on them. Tabiso, he looks okay after the ankle scare. Again, Lesotho winning the header. Motebang. The two substitutes, Nkoto and Motebang, have made a difference. The foul conceded by Gabriel Michael, going in on Koetli, and another Ethiopian change coming up. And the referee's got his yellow card out again. Players are meant to leave the pitch by the nearest possible way nowadays, under the new rules. Shmeles Bekele, the captain, handing over his armband. He's going off. Antone Tesfaye coming on. Tempers flaring on both sides with so much at stake here. Bareng. Chance again. Oh, off the bar again. Unbelievable. It's Nkoto. Well, that's twice in the space of 5 minutes that Lesotho have hit the crossbar. Nkoto is winning absolutely everything in the air. What a threat he is. It cannoned off the crossbar. With Tasu beaten again. The Ethiopian goal leading a charmed life. There will be a fair bit of stoppage time, as there's been treatment to both goalkeepers in recent minutes. Now, how their side are not in front is what they'll be wondering as they tuck into their cans. Nkoto twice, Leratoli and Koetli, all with chances to give Lesotho the lead. He collided with his own player, did Tasu. It's the man who's just come on, in fact, Tesfaye, the number 4. Well, it's been very entertaining ever since Leratoli gave Ethiopia the lead with the own goal on 51 minutes. Chances aplenty since then, something that could not be said of the first 140 minutes of this tie. Ethiopia defending from their 18-yard line, inviting the pressure onto them. They're misplacing passes too, as Lesotho throw everything at them. There is still time for Lesotho to get the winner. Urgency from Lesotho. That was smashed into Gabriel Michael by Kalake, and I'm not surprised he stayed down. This is not playing for time from Gabriel Michael. Gabriel Michael being stretchered off. I'm sure he'll be back on before too long once the shock of that impact has died down. Toli. Lesotho going long. It was an accurate long ball too. They do need to keep their composure. They've been creating lots of chances. They need to give Nkoto another opportunity in the air. As they flood the box here, Lesotho, the cross doesn't come. They have pegged Ethiopia back. The ball came off Tabanso, but it will be an Ethiopian throw-in down by the corner flag. Rashid in no hurry to walk across to the ball. And of course, he'll try to take it from much further up the pitch and casually walk back towards the assistant referee. The referee will have to keep an eye on the time-wasting ploys. Rashid. Well, it's a case of anywhere will do for Ethiopia. Long minutes for Abraham Mabratu and his players. And Lesotho making their final substitution. Tumelo Kutlang coming on. And Retabile Rasatunsa going off. Tumelo Kutlang on. Too close to the keeper that time. Tassie. Coming back from an offside position, and the free kick taken quickly by Lesotho. Kutlang freshly on and straight into the action. He's moving quicker than the ball there. Back to Kutlang. Nicely played by Motabang. Toli has to play it again. Kassim now the front runner. Gabriel Michael's dropped in on the left-hand side. Ethiopia look like they're going to bring on Umed Okuri, who started the first leg. The substitution board being prepared. And the change will have to wait for the next time the ball goes out of play. Into the danger area again, and it's over Motabang's head. Umed Okuri to replace Gabriel Michael, who has worked hard, who hit the post on 15 minutes, the only major chance of the first period.
Going in, jersey number 11, Lobon.
90 seconds plus stoppage time to go. I don't know what the problem is here with Okuri. Well, they'd only made 2 substitutions. I'm not quite sure what all that was about. The officials didn't like it. Oh, good run there by Rashid. Now Lesotho with Nkoto. Nicely shepherded out of play by Ethiopia. Wearing the captain's armband now is Tamene, since Bekele went off. Cramp. It's Belai over there, who's not seen much of the ball in the last half hour. Four minutes added time. As it stands, Ethiopia are going through on away goals. Lesotho have to score. They've hit the crossbar twice since equalising. They haven't managed to create any chances since Nkoto hit the bar in the 81st minute. Tasio. Curry is on now, the number 11. There he is. Tabiso to launch one. They're packing the area. And there's Tasio. One minute of the additional 4 has already slipped by. Ethiopia more than happy for the ball to be in this part of the field. They've ridden their luck, but as it stands, they're going through to the second round of qualifying. They're going through to the group stage. Lesotho with by far more chances. Tabiso needs to hurry. The final roars from the crowd. They need this goal, the Thabo Senong's team. The up and under by Sharefa. No composure there from Belai, who's looking tired. Good from the captain there, Tamene. Back into the area again, and it's over Motebang's head. Lesotho claiming that he was muscled off the ball. The referee unmoved. Lesotho have thrown everything at it since equalising. 4 very good chances, hitting the crossbar twice, but as it stands, they are going out. Kassim holding it up, running it towards the corner flag. Belai. It's a Lesotho throw. Oh dear. Not good from Bareng. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. Ethiopia have a throw. Very slowly, up comes Chura to take it. Belay. Will there be one last opportunity for Lesotho? No, there won't. There's the final whistle. Lesotho won, Ethiopia won, and Ethiopia advance to the group stage on away goals. Cruel on Lesotho, who hit the bar twice with headers after equalising through Setramane's deflected free kick after Lerotoli's own goal had given Ethiopia the lead. 1-1 over the two legs, but Lesotho are out. Ethiopia advance. Devastation for Lesotho, jubilation for Ethiopia. They'll be excited about the draw now for the group stage with 10 groups of 4. The 10 group winners then going into 5 home and away ties. The winners of each tie advancing to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. My, they rode their luck, but they are through. Makepe can't believe it. Both Lerotoli and Koto hit the crossbar when it stood at 1-1. It was a very entertaining second half for a neutral, with chances, with pressure. Ethiopian delight then as Abraham Mebratu's team go through. 0-0 at home, 1-1 away. The away goal crucial in the end. Ethiopia dancing their way into the group stage. Disappointment for the bulk of the crowd inside Setsoto Stadium. It'll be hard for Thabo Senong to lift Lesotho after that. They tried ever so hard, but they have crashed out. 1-1 on aggregate, and Ethiopia through on away goals.